He did pass Michael Jordan for 4th place on the all-time scoring list this week, but the milestone took place in another Lakers loss. And when the game was basically over, Rajon Rondo sat in a courtside seat instead of sitting on the Lakers bench. Well, we talked about this plenty. He was criticized in so many places. So yesterday, Rondo ripped the media that focused on his act and not on LeBron's achievement. Rondo wrote on Instagram, quote, "Most of y'all have made a career out of discussing LeBron James. Y'all can't pay the man some respect." Did I hear you, Shannon? Did you trying to get
y'all?
in there?
I wonder who we were talking about.
Y'all?
You know
Who's y'all?
Well, the president of the y'all club.
Does he have a point?
Yes, absolutely. Wednesday night was supposed to be, at that moment, about a great achievement. And we should have given him credit for what he was able to do. Granted, I get it. Team hadn't had success, and they're not where they thought they would be. LeBron James is the most dissected athlete I think I can ever remember. But we can't mention his greatness without dissecting his missteps. See, if I'm a musician and I win a Grammy, I don't want somebody to get up there and when they give me my award talking about, yeah, but that last album was terrible. And that's what we do with LeBron. This moment was not about 2011 failures. It was not about 2010 failure with the Boston Celtics. It wasn't about the misstep that he had against San Antonio or he collapsing against Golden State last year in Game 1. But that's what it turned into. How about LeBron James is the 4th all-time leading scorer? His consistency and the way he's played the game on the court and the way he's had no missteps off of it. But that's not what we do with him. We take every opportunity when he does something good. But you remember what happened in 2011? He had the ultimate all-time meltdown for a superstar. You remember what happened last year in Game 1, Jenny?
Yeah.
That was the biggest meltdown. He was sulking. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Rondo.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Rondo makes some very, very compelling points.
Okay.
But Rondo, you did what you did. You brought this on LeBron. Because not only did we have to talk about LeBron and what he did, we had to talk about you. LeBron, Skip, Rajon Rondo said he did what he did 8 to 10 times. He said Magic and Rob Pelinka called him in on the day off and told him, what they expected of him. And it's an NBA rule that he couldn't sit there. Now, somebody's lying. It's hard for me to believe that Rajon Rondo had done that thing 8 to 10 times and the NBA had not called and told him or sent him a letter.
I didn't see it. Maybe you did. Maybe you did. Maybe Jenny saw it. I don't know.
I hadn't noticed it.
I didn't see it.
I had noticed it.
Also, who'd ever thought Rondo would come to LeBron James' defense?
Well, that's the other part of this that's interesting.
Because remember, Skip Bayless, they hate Ray Allen because Ray Allen joined him in South Beach. Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett and Rajon Rondo led the group that wouldn't accept him to the cookout. Ray Allen, Uncle Ray's supposed to be able to come. Oh, Jesus, Shuttleworth always got to be able to come to the cookout. Rondo is championing the cause now. But he's absolutely right. That was aside, him sitting on in the fan seats, that aside, him joining LeBron in LA after his hatred of LeBron and him out, that aside. But he's absolutely right. This was not the time nor the place to take shots at LeBron about missteps that he's had in his career. It was about imagine, Jenny, if I get an award at Fox. I get it. Let's just say I win an Emmy. I think you will.
You're hugely hypothetical.
You see what I'm saying? This is my time. If I win an Emmy, I would expect
you win an Emmy.
I don't expect Skip Bayless to get up there and say, "Well, you come a long way. You were terrible when you first started this job." You remember that time you couldn't get your thought together. When someone has an accomplishment, be it on the workforce, I don't want somebody to come up there and talk about the missteps.
You're right.
It's about that moment.
Do you remember all those cases of Diet Dew?
You know what's
start there. You start there.
Go ahead. That's something that you would actually do.
But that's a good point.
But Rajon Rondo is absolutely right, Skip. This was
did it, and it was one of our shorter topics of the day.
Correct.
We did LeBron 4 times yesterday in the 2.5-hour show.
Correct.
So it wasn't like Rondo dwarfed LeBron,
no,
right?
We didn't lead with Rondo.
We did not lead with Rondo. And And during the game, remember, LeBron passed Micheal with 5:38 left in the second quarter.
That is correct.
So it got celebrated at the moment more nationally than internally in Staples, but it got celebrated, certainly on ESPN. The confetti effectively fell on ESPN. Well, it felt like it fell the way ESPN was presenting it. I'm not bashing ESPN. They should have, because it was a big milestone. And because he's been chasing the ghost in Chicago, it looked like he had caught and passed the ghost on the scoring list. Well, that's a huge story that got made huge at that moment. And post-game, that was the biggest story by far. So it's not like everybody decided to, let's blast Rondo and let's neglect to celebrate LeBron. That's not what happened. We celebrated LeBron. You did.
I did.
Okay. Right? Post-game?
Maybe
you should have won your gold mask. I couldn't believe you didn't. I think you knew in your heart of hearts it just wasn't right.
It didn't feel right. It did. Jenny, stop it.
It didn't feel right. You could not have come out here with the mask.
I mean, they're 4-10 since he came back from injury. Am I right?
Yeah, they are.
But I missed the goat mask. I do.
No, you don't.
And I was convinced. I predicted before the show you would. I predicted. I predicted before the show to Chris Healy, our producer, that you would come out in the goat mask.
No.
And the candles, I like that stuff. Yeah.
Candles?
Yeah, he brings candles and
I don't even know candles.
Yeah, I bring candles out here too.
Because you can't hold a candle to me?
No, no, the aroma. Because you be dry snitching, so I'll need them to smell. I need them to smell.
Oh,
that's what it is.
Cherry wood and
cherry wood. What are you talking about? You did this. We didn't do it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't tell Rondo, go sit in that seat.
If he wasn't on the Lakers, let's just say for the sake of argument, Skip, he's in Memphis and he does that. It's not a story. But you did it on the night that LeBron broke Michael Jordan's record, and you did it on the very team.
Okay, but if Rondo is still Rondo, and he does have his Celtic heritage on his legacy, right? And he did play in those finals, won a final.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 finals. He won one.
That's what I'm saying. He played in the 2 and he won 1.
Right.
Okay, and he's still in Memphis. He's a Grizzly and he does that. We might do it at our number 10 topic, our last topic in the show, because he's Rondo. Like, he's at it again. Does he not have a history of sort of off-center behavior? Like you, when you least, which is what you point out yesterday, he's been on, was it 5 teams in 6 years or something like that?
Yep.
Right? Or 6 and 5. I think it's 6 and 5.
He did this on the very night, on the very team when the guy passed Michael Jordan. So what did he expect to happen?
Maybe it's his fault that he took a little bit of focus off LeBron, right?
I would agree. I would agree.
But he is shooting the messengers, right?
Yeah.
Who are in the media, like, how dare you talk about me on his night? Well, you jump-started it.
If he does it any other night, I don't know if it's a story, because it is a story to LeBron's story. But you made that. You did that.
Okay.
Why are you getting upset with something you created? You created Frankenstein. Now you're upset that he's destroying the lab. You did this, Rondo, but Rondo makes a point. And I'm going to look here. Rondo is not without fault. He's 95% fault. But there's a 5% of him that's right, because you yesterday in your celebratory, but you still found time to bring up 2011. You did do that.
Because we were doing a topic of who's better between Jordan and LeBron.
No. We did a topic that was by itself. It was a standalone.
Okay, but that was when I brought it up.
No, you don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
Well, don't bring it up. Oh, sweep it under the carpet. Well, then you should have vetoed the topic in our pre-show meeting.
No.
Just say, I don't want to do that. That's not fair. You did not say that topic is not fair.
No.
Because you wanted to make your case that he is better than Jordan.
I don't need to make no case.
And I'm going to unmake your case if you're going to make it. Because he's not.
I don't need a case. That's a trunk.
Huh?
It's a trunk. You know, a trunk is bigger than a case.
You know, all the cases are on this side.
No way. That's okay. I'm going to get them back. I'm going to get them back.
Yeah.
But it is, Skip. But you know, Skip, you know I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
You know when someone has a historic accomplishment, it's not the time to come up there and talk about their misgivings. Okay, if you want to take tomorrow, you know what? Tonight, and we've heard people say this, tonight's your night. I ain't going to mess your night up tonight, but tomorrow.
Okay, help me out with this.
Yes, I'm going to help you out as much as I can.
what happened early in that game on Wednesday night? LeBron almost...
he missed 4 free throws.
Wait, just a second. I didn't do this, but it was reported that he was roundly booed at Staples. This is free throws here, and so they take that personally, like, you can't even make your free throws for us?
Well, Kobe fans, we Heisman posing them anyway.
Okay.
we're doing that to them anyway.
Okay, we're going to get to what MJ had to say about this a little bit later, but first, should Skip now be scared of the Redskins in the NFC East?
No.
Really?